Welcome back, students. Master Spleen in the building. So an upcoming community day means a video from the channel in order to analyze if Luxray is going to be relevant when it comes to PvP. As usual, the community day is going to take place this Sunday between 11 and 5 your local time, and you can find down here an infographic made by LeakDuck of the main highlights of this community day, being 4-time egg hatch distance reduction, 3-hour incense, 3-hour lure modules, and for the first time, really hyped about this, 3-time transfer candy, but even more interesting, 4-time more chances to grab some XL from transferring. So I can tell you from my side, I've been stacking a bunch of things to transfer them. First thing, entering into the city, so everything I'm trying to build up from some XLs, I've kept that, especially like some stuffs like the shadows or stuff like that, you know, that instead of purifying, I'm going to delete everything just like that. When we are talking about community day, it means that there will be a special move that Luxio will learn by evolving into Luxray, and this time around it's going to be Psychic Fangs. So quite an interesting move. It's a bit a clone of Poison Fangs, so being let's say a 35 energy move and defense drop coming into. So let's find out if by adding this move, mon like Luxray that was not that relevant before in PvP, despite having a Wild Charge Crunch combo with Snarl and Spark, which are two fast moves that are generating energy quite fast, will the addition of Psychic Fangs will bring Luxray into something that could be relevant for PvP. Let's find out. What are the optimal PvP IV first? So for the Great League, you should look for a 0, 15, 12 when it comes to Luxray. It's at level 19.5. So before that, basically only you could only have a Luxray if you had like a Shinx from Quest. So that will change after the community day. Praying for you to have non-boosted Shinx, so that you could find this relevant PvP IV. And for the Ultra League and for the Luxio, which is in my opinion an interesting pick for drafts, for example, you should look out for the 0, 15, 15. So for the Ultra League, it's going to be at level 34.5, and for the Great League Luxio, it's an XL, and you bring it up to the level 48. So when it comes to Luxray, so as you can see in the Great League, so first of all, you see that there are a lot of moveset dependent matchups in there. Sometimes it's IV dependent as well, so it's quite easy to understand, I mean, which matchups, which moveset are making the difference. So I mean, for example, I take this Crafty. Obviously you want to Spark because Snarl is resisted, same with Umbreon, and sometimes you want Snarl just because Snarl charges a bit faster, and then you can reach another charge move, sealing the deal. So if you look at the numbers here, they are quite promising, but I want to warn you that this one remains squishy, and those are ideal scenarios. So what do I mean? I'm going to take you another example, the Nidoqueen against the G-Fisk in the Great League. So yes, if you bait with Poison Fang and you land the Earth Power, you kill the G-Fisk. But if you are playing a smart opponent, he knows that he cannot die from the first Earth Power, so he's not going to shield the first one, and like that you can flip the matchup. Here I assume it's going to be a bit the same, because you need to land the Psychic Fangs bait before landing the Wild Charge, and if your opponent knows that he will survive Wild Charge, he's definitely probably going to tank it and flip the matchup. But even like that, in end game scenarios, I mean, like having a nuke like Wild Charge is huge and really hurt most of the Great League meta, as you can see. I think like if we move to the Ultra League just before IV dependent matchup, basically the three times those three IV dependent matchups being Vigoroth, Umbreon, and Alolan Marowak. If the opponent is having like bulky mon, so a mon with a good PvP IV stats, they will flip the matchup, so they will survive the Wild Charge and they can finish you off. I think that in the Ultra League, Luxray could have even more play because Electric is quite nice in the current, let's say in the current meta. I mean, you see that for great remix, you can target a lot of things such as Lapras, Jellicent, Gyarados, so you beat like Charmers, like Togekiss, like a Ground Ball. Togekiss mainly because it's part flying. You see that you beat like Steel type, you beat like some Psychic types. So quite interesting to be honest, but once again warn you about that's ideal scenario. So not sure in reality it's going to reflect that way, but still think it could be a nice addition. And let's be honest, shiny is just amazing. I mean, this golden shiny is super cool, so if you can grab a cool shiny, why not burning it? And I guess we can expect to see some Luxray action quite soon after the community day. In Master League, once, yeah, I will not advise to run it. I think that if you want to go with an electric type, there are better options. I think like something like Electivire is better, something like Magnezone is better. So, but it's up to you. As you can see, you can pick up some nice matchups, and Glaceon, you need to have a best buddy, Luxray, if you want to flip the matchup. So interesting all the time. And as you can see, for example, for the Lugia, you want to run it with Snarl. Yet it's surprising because Spark is doing super effective damage, Snarl as well, but it's let's say not a damage wise move. But yeah, you want to run it with Snarl because you will reach an additional fast move. So I think we all set up here when it comes to Luxray in PvP. So I mean, in my opinion, it's going to be let's say a niche Pokemon. Definitely worth to build it because the combo is nice, but yeah, it's not going to be a meta breaking Pokemon like other community days in the past, especially with the starters. Now the question is about Psychic Fangs, because it's a new addition to the game, and frankly, I mean, if Luxray had like Volt Switch, I will have a totally different opinion, because right now I think that the main difficulty this one will have is that you have like something like Psychic Fangs that lower the defense, but you can't really farm something down with Spark or Snarl. With Snarl it's even more difficult. So that's why I think like Nidoqueen has like such a success, because I mean, Poison Jab is a really interesting move. Combined with the Poison Fang, and you can really farm something down once you decrease your opponent's defense. About Psychic Fangs, if you look at the Game Masters, some interesting mon have access to Psychic Fangs, and it's going to be interesting to see in the future if Niantic will add Psychic Fangs to their move pool. When it comes to Psychic types, for example, something like Espeon has access to Psychic Fangs, but it doesn't, like something like Swoobat as well, but it doesn't change them really. I mean, it's not a clear improvement. They are still bad, PvP, to be honest. When it comes to Psychic type that could benefit from Psychic Fangs, we have Girafarig. So it's I know right now it's more a main mon or something like that, but in a way it could be interesting. You have like the confusion plus the thunderbolt for the coverage. It could have some nice usage if he has access to Psychic Fangs, for example, in a more restricted metas. And then we have the other mons that have access to Psychic Fangs. Honestly, you take Grident. Grident is already amazing with the combo with Body Slam and Crunch, so I don't know if it will benefit that much from Psychic Fangs, especially because just like Luxray, Bullet Seed, it's not really something you want to use to farm down a mon. For Aerodactyl, that could be interesting. I mean, like a Rock Throw Psychic Fangs could have some play, I mean, in my opinion, and Psychic Fangs is definitely better than Ancient Power if you want to run Aerodactyl. Mawel, a bit the same, you know, having access to something like Ice Fang or Fire Fang plus a debuffing move could be really interesting. And you know, like something like Mawel that right now is using usually Power Up Punch and the nuke move, but then you will have the gamble, you know. Is he going to pop me? Is he going to drop my defense? Is he going to go for the nuke move? So that could be interesting. Same with Arcanine, I mean, but then instead of using it with Snarl, you will use it with Fire Fang to use it. And when it comes to Zacian and Zamazenta, I mean, I don't know if you want them to have Psychic Fangs. I mean, like, Zacian is already a beast in Master League. Imagine if you have like Psychic Fangs on it. To be honest, that would be broken. Even if honestly the Snarl, let's say Snarl Wild Charge, Close Combat or Play Rough combo is already amazing. To sum up this video and to wrap up everything, what are our recommendations towards this community day? First of all, prepare yourself in advance. I mean, like the 3-time candy transfer plus the 4-time increased chance for Excel is huge. So before the com day, just go through your bag, tag some things that you want to get rid of, that you want to have some Excel candies off, and then you delete everything when the community day starts, and you will have some room to catch those Jinx. Take advantage of the incubator distance. If you have some 12-kilometer eggs that you have in your bag, it's time to hatch them and to walk just to walk far less than 12 kilometers. Last recommendation, basic recommendation, would be to evolve to Luxray for Great and for Ultra. Why two? Because you could have like one with Snarl, one with Spark, instead of swapping here and then around. It could be a great opportunity to have a slightly different IV spread. So for example, a very good PvP IV one and one with maybe 5 attack. To reach some breakpoints for specific matchups. And if you are a really hardcore advanced player, another advice would be to try to grind for the XLs. I mean, like having a 4-time increased chances to have some XL definitely means that if you grind for the entire community day, you should have enough XL to build the Great League Luxio and to brag yourself for the next draft. So I do hope you like that content. Don't forget to subscribe, to comment, and I see you soon. Battlers, enjoy the community day.